just starting to open out the hips early on. Inhale into the nose. And exhale, release it out. Inhale all the way up with those shoulders to the ears. Exhale it out. Bit bigger now with the bend in the knees and with the arms opening. Inhaling, exhaling, release. Coming into our little twist. Inhale, one arm up. Lift the opposite heel up so you can get that little scoot back. Opening up that rotator cuff now a little bit deeper. And begin to engage now the core, drawing the navel into the spine as we begin to open up. Really sit down. Inhale, shoulder height. Exhale, sweep it down. One more. And release it down. Coming into our squats. Exhale. Inhale. Reach up onto the toes. Have a little balance. Exhale. And exhale. Inhale. Reach it back. Exhale. And release, lift the knee, rotate it out, other side, up to the front, out, release, circling up and around. One more each side. Oop, I lost my balance there. And release up, full hip roll. And releasing to the other side. Okay, we're going to go wide with our feet. We're going to stick the bum out into the sumo squat. We're going to go down, exhale. See if you can tap the floor, if not, it doesn't matter. Full arm circle to the top with those angel arms. Exhale. Inhale, if you want to, and that balance is there. On the inhale, you can lift up into the toes to come up. Exhale, we'll tap. Inhale to reach. Exhale. And release, bending the knees and take a big rotation. And rotate the other way. Coming into those leg lifts. Reach up, really sit round. Little clicks in those hips, that's good. It means they're releasing into those joints. Good. Okay, we're going to come to a little curtsy. So bringing that right foot behind you, try and keep those hips aligned and facing forwards. We're going to exhale to lower, inhale to squeeze up, exhale, inhale. A few more breaths. Working into the calf muscles as well now, you should feel that. Release, other side. Take the leg behind, squeeze and lower. Good, releasing and rotate. Working the other way. Okay, narrow squat. So lining the feet directly underneath the hip joints. We're going to sit back onto that low stool with a reach through with the fingers. As we inhale to come up, we take that fly. Exhale. Opening up that lower back. Working a bit deeper into the glutes now. You can even lift the toes as you come to squat down. Last one. And come up. Good. Give that little rotation. And then rotate the other way. And then lift that knee up. Open and release. Okay, last little squats now. Going wide again with those feet, the plie squat. So the bottom doesn't stick out on this one. We just slide between those two panes of glass. So again, we're going to exhale, lower down. Inhale if you can with that little reach up on the toes. Exhale. Inhale. Keep going. Exhale to lower down. Inhale for that reach up all the way to the top. Let's do one more. And release. Good. Coming into that hip rotation. And let's go the other way. Lifting up, rotating through the body. And before we come down, let's just take a little shoulder roll here again. Those joints need extra rotations as the weather starts to get a bit cooler. Okay, so let's come down to spinal flexion to go down into the floor today. Exhaling, chin tucks in, roll down. We're going to bring it through into a dog. And we're going to pedal out here, opening out the ankles and the calves. And release it down. Knees gently drop down. Inhale, open out the hip, draw the knee to the elbow. Release it down. Other side. Inhale, squeeze it in. Release. A few more of these. It's a little bit like our standing knee lifts that we did earlier. We're just going to do it on the floor whilst engaging those core muscles a little bit more now. Inhale, squeeze in. Exhale, release out. And release. Reach up. Inhale. Twist it up. Exhale. Push it through. Inhale. Same side. Working into those side abdominals. Working in a twist as well. Opening up the back. Last one, release. Let's do the other side. Inhale, reach it nice and high. Open up the shoulder and chest. Squeeze, exhale, reach it through. Last one on this side now. Release. Open out the back. Active shell. So bring the big toes together. Really spread the knees out wide. Again, we're working into opening those hips. Reach the body through. Push it down. Inhale, roll it up. We're going to push back to that dog and we're going to take a little diagonal pass through. So coming here to hold the ankle, come through to a full plank or drop the knees in that half plank. Push it back, exhale, inhale, exhale. I'm doing the full plank at the moment, but you can always drop the knees to that half plank. Keep drawing the navel nice and tight into the spine. Let's do one more each side. Release. Wide knee, shell stretch, reach it through. Okay, begin to uncurl now and come up. We're coming to our roll back. So sitting up into that V, toes up, really squeeze and push those heels down. So remember you can have your hands to your side as you do an exhale, roll back, inhale up, or you can take those hands off because there's no discomfort in that lower back. So I'm not actually dropping my spine at all on the floor, it's just my lower back that connects, and then I squeeze back up again. A few more of those, just warming up that lower belly. You'll feel it a little bit in those hip flexors here as well if you've got those toes up. Inhale, exhale, lower. Inhale, squeeze up. Okay, so we're going to bring in a variation with a twist. So as we lean back, we're going to bring the knee up. Release. So you can always have one hand on the floor, which will help you with that reach twist. You can even get maybe the toe, a knee higher, so you're tapping into the toe. And we're going to hold it on one side, tap. Pulse tap. Switch sides. Really push and cross it through. Release. Side, center, side, center. One hand could be on the floor, and you can do one hand to the side, center, and then swap. You're still going to work into the waist and the obliques. Keep going. We're nearly going to come to our little break. 3, 2, 1. Release. Bring those feet together. Drop the knees out. Just going to release in those hips. Nice and long in the spine. Inhale into the nose. Exhale out the mouth. And then let's peel ourselves down. Exhale, slow release. Coming into the glute bridge. Feet hip distance apart here. We're going to inhale, reach up, squeeze the knees in, push them away, and release. Inhale, squeeze, out, release. Keep going. Now, hold this up, butterfly pulse out. You're just really pushing out, You could even work onto the sides of the feet as I'm doing here, just to open out those hips even more. 4, 3, 2. Now, hold the knees out if you can. Lift out to the side of the leg, kick it out. You bring the hands down, that's just going to help stabilize the pelvis a little bit more. I'm also working onto my heels if you wanted to work even deeper into those glutes, hamstrings. Do 4 more. 3, 2, 1. Well done. Hug those knees in, drop the bottom. Give it a nice rock from side to side. Okay, bringing those legs out into tabletop. Bring the hands in crucifix to the side. Exhale over. Don't touch the knees all the way down. Just see how far you can go without the shoulder lifting off the floor. Inhale to center. Exhale. Optional extension of the leg out as you go over to one side. Or otherwise keep those knees bent. Do 4 more. 3, 2, and 1. Bring it back to center. Take those knees out wide and give a rotation, releasing off those hip joints. Rotate the other way. Okay, so we're going to go to our toe tap curl, working this lower part of the belly. So remember, you can do that modification of a single toe tap, particularly if you find that the spine's really curving and coming off the ground, then stick with the alternates. You can also have your hands onto the floor pushing into it to help you. Otherwise, make it harder, hands lifted, possible extension as well over as those toes tap. Inhale to lift, exhale to tap. And take the knees out and in. Hands can be on the floor. Take the legs up and out. Inhale, exhale. Keep going through. We're combining here some abs with these hip openers. Now exhale the legs all the way out as far as you can, taking in these circles. And then circle the other way. Now keep the legs out wide. Toe tap, push away. Inhale, toes tap, exhale, push away. Good. Now, keep those toes together. Inhale, squeeze and lift. Exhale, drop down. Now, if you're getting really achy in your hips, you could be here with your feet on the floor, coming into that spinal flexion work. That's fine. You decide. Try not to pull the head with the hands, but just protect and hold the head gently. Little variation coming up now. Up, over, center, back. Up, other hands. We're going to do 2 more, 1 each side. Last one. And release. Placing the feet on the floor if they're not there already. Do some helicopters here. Just going to stretch out those abs and the lower back. Good. Okay, coming up onto these elbows, we're going to work that midline. So try not to scrunch the head too much into the shoulders, but roll the shoulders back. We're going to push away with one leg, bring it back in. Push and in. So start it there, then you can join me in the layering. So it could be that both of the legs squeeze and push. You want to have a go at both. It's actually easier if the legs go higher up, harder the lower the legs are to the ground. You start getting any kind of pinching in your lower back, then revert back to the single leg push. So my feet are flexed. I'm feeling like someone's pulling my heel through. So someone's squeezing and pulling the heels. Feeling that really about now. I'm going to go wide with that heel tap. Wide heel tap. Squeeze in for a heel tap on the floor. Nice and controlled. Again, working into opening out those hips. Working into the obliques. Four more. Two. And one. Sit it up. Nice and long in the spine. Drop the knees out to the side. Last little set of abs before we come into our stretches. So we're going to take ourselves back with those elbows down, roll those shoulders back. So we're going to come with the heels together, squeeze, push away. Try and keep the heels in contact. Now if this is too much, you can do one leg at a time, taking those toes out. Trying to keep the knees out as well. Here you go. You're in this froggy position, or half frog if you're doing one frog leg, rather than both frog legs. Now, hold the legs out, up and down. It'll look the same as single legs, you'll be here. Good, last 4 now. 3, 2, final one, and release, well done. Okay, just let those knees hang out here. You may give yourself a little massage if you're feeling those hip flexors this morning. Okay, we're going to roll over, do a couple of cat-cows, just to open up those abs now and release off the spine. So roll it up. It should feel quite nice. And exhale it back. It's a little bit dynamic. We're going to take that bottom towards those heels to open up the shoulders and that lower back. And now just take a nice big juicy wide knee shell stretch, releasing it down. Inhale, slowly begin to roll up. We're going to move into that walking dog, taking the heels up and down, releasing off the hamstrings. And then just creep those hands towards the feet, hang out here in that forward bend. Bend those knees and uncurl slowly. And come up, reach up. Bringing that right arm down, coming into our little side stretches with that shoulder opener. Bending in those knees, just take a circle, release off the back and the other way. Other side, open it out. And release, rotate. And release. Bring the hands behind you, interlink the fingers, and roll the shoulders. Little bend in the knees. And release. Roll forwards, roll back. And bringing the hands to the hips, take a rotation. And the other way. And take one final here, rotation and lift with those knees. Good, nice and wide with those legs now. Exhale, drop it down. Inhale, reach to the top. Exhale, 2 more drops. Inhale, nice and long. In the spine. Last one, exhale, release. Inhale, reach, reach, release. Well done, everybody. I hope you enjoyed that today, and I'll see you next week.